What's up, everybody? Welcome once again to another episode here at We Brew You Pour team. We welcome you. Today, yes, I have the amazing co-host, Panache.
What's up? How you guys doing? We're back. I'm excited. I'm always excited. Clearly, I love doing this. But hi guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing good. We love you. We love the support, and yeah.
Yes, definitely. It is something that excites both of us doing this because we're really passionate about it. Really passionate about talking about things and getting to know things, at the same time getting to hear what people think about those certain topics we will be talking about. And yes, today, Panasha, we have a very interesting topic. I know we always say ready every week, every episode. Yes, it's very interesting, but this one, yes, it's very interesting. I've been trying to go around it. I know we discussed that we're gonna have this topic one of these few days to come, and I was like, nah. But then yes, here it is. So here is the topic of the week. We are going to be talking about cheating.
Cheating!
Cheating, yes. But before we get into that, as our norm, Panache, tell us a fun fact about you.
Guys, a fun fact about me. So I want to I want to get hypnotized to the day when I was born because I want to see how it's like being a baby. I want to see how it's like that moment when they're like telling the doctors to push. Like I saw this meme that a baby was like, why were you busy telling me to come out? Did I ever say no? And now you just pulled me out, you know? So I want to know, like, what was going on? How was the hospital room like? How does it feel like coming out of the canal? How does it feel like to be held, to be a baby, to just think about food, not worry about anything else, you know? Sounds like a good deal to me. So I just want to know, like, I know I probably wasn't thinking, but then I want to know, like, what was I thinking? What was I feeling? How were my first moments on earth? Like, I want to get into the mind of a baby, and the baby is me. Yeah.
That's really fun. Yeah, certainly I hardly have fun facts. Yeah, I know that. I was about to say fun in a weird way.
Yes, I have weird facts.
Yes, it's a weird fact. And yes, let's talk about cheating, Panache. Have you ever been cheated on?
I have been cheated on, and it happened, but we move. And it teaches you a lot. I grew a lot from that experience because initially I was like, oh, I'm the one who did something wrong, and then I realized it's not me. But I think it took us a while to talk about this topic. We've been thinking about it for a while. Like, have you been cheated on, Terrence?
Me? Cheated on? Yeah, a couple of times. And yes, I was about to ask you.
Couple?
Yeah, a couple of times, yes. I was about to ask you, how did you feel when you were cheated on?
Well, I always see this game that says, would you rather cheat or be cheated on? And I've been picking to to be the one to cheat because uh, because like when I got cheated on, I felt like a trash human being. I was like, man, I'm trash. I deserve this. Like, I suck. Like, I'm not worthy of like love and respect and all of that. But I also didn't want like this whole episode to to victimize anyone who's cheated, and to like segregate people, because I get it, life happens, we grow, life is messy, to be honest. So there's no excuse for cheating, but life is messy and sometimes things happen. Like, I listened to this podcast and some people actually cheated on their spouses and then they found love out of that cheating. Don't try that at home because it's not good.
I,
But see, like, life is messy, so like people cheat for many different reasons. And a lot of it doesn't have to do with the person they're cheating on, it's just got to do with them. So I guess we'll talk about that more during the episode.
You say people would learn out of it and people cheat their relationships. And okay, I'm going to talk about my side. I think when I was cheated on, the thing that happened to me, or the first thing that really got into my mind is, did the person cheat because I'm less important compared to the person where they moved on to? Yeah, I'm talking about relationship cheating, of course. And then was I less important than where the person went to? And the second thing is, was the person really, really loving what was happening, or it was a matter of, yeah, let's just push time and see where it takes us? Or it was a matter of, really, really, let me try it and see if it works? Probably didn't work. So, out of respect, I made sure that everybody that I probably had a friendship with or any relationship of some sort, I got to talk about it, and I'm surely over it, and everything is okay. Like that's how it is. Okay, that's basically what it is right now.
Okay. Well, that's true. It just makes you feel trash. Like no, I suck as a human being. But people cheat for different reasons. So let's talk about this. Cause people cheat, number one, if they fall out of love. Like for example, maybe you have different love languages, you're just not clicking, and then maybe you just never loved that person, but like you never knew that you didn't love that person. Love has different definitions, and there's that stage where everything is all rosy. And then once you pass that stage, you're like, dang, I don't really like this person. And some people just don't have the guts or the strength, or they're just too nice and they're like, I'm not gonna leave you. But I'm gonna cheat on you. It doesn't sound good,
I,
but
I,
that
I don't I
happens.
don't I don't think that's a good gesture of some sort. Number one, the definition of cheating is acting dishonestly. So according to Google, that's how it is, or unfairly in order to gain an advantage. So it's something that you do that is unfair in order to get an advantage. So from what you said, falling out of love and decide to cheat, for me, why stay though? Why would you stay when you probably can just sit down and discuss, you know what, we can't really mix, we are water and oil, someone is floating, someone is sinking, so let's just part our ways and move on with our lives, than me to grab another third person, get them into our mess, and try to build the whole three people balance. You know how it is?
Okay, so let me bring a different definition. So
Yes.
cheating can be the breaking of boundaries, trust, or promises agreed upon by two people in a relationship, right?
Yes.
And this is usually done by deceit, trickery. So it's basically a violation of rules and just you lying, right? And we all lie, right? Like, we lie about things all the time. When your mom
You,
used to ask
you,
you if you ate that sugar, you'll be like,
mm,
no, mom, I didn't eat the sugar. And we know that one lie is not bigger than the other. Okay,
I
all I'm saying is that life is messy and we're all growing, right? And we're sometimes you're like a consequence of someone's decision on their path to growth, right? So this falling out of love thing, it might happen like once you like cheat in one relationship, and then you realize that, oh, in the next relationship, I have to make sure that I really do love this person before dating them or getting into a relationship with them. So I think it can be a reason.
you know me, I'm not gonna agree with what you're saying. First of all, you said we lie always in life. I'm like, what? Do you lie to me always?
No, I didn't mean it like that. I meant that
Okay.
generally people
Okay.
lie. Like people don't always tell the truth. It's it happens.
It happens,
But
yes.
it's not an excuse. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
saying that sometimes people just are still growing. My
Mm-hmm.
problem is like if it becomes a pattern, of you falling out of love with someone and then cheating, cheating, cheating.
Mm-hmm.
But also, people cheat because they feel neglected. They feel like they are no longer connected to that person, or they've started to drift apart,
Mm-hmm.
or they cheat because they want to boost their ego and self
Mm-hmm.
esteem. And yeah, it may cause someone to feel insecure that they decide to cheat because they feel like someone else appreciates them more. To me, that sounds like a lack of communication. I don't know what that sounds like to you. Like, if you feel like you're being neglected and you're not getting the attention you want, then communicate it, talk about it. And then the whole self esteem thing, that sounds like you just need work, to work on yourself. Maybe you need therapy, maybe you need to talk it out, you know, just different things. What do you think?
I think sometimes the real thing that happens to people, which is a feeling and a thought. So when I'm feeling that I'm being neglected, I'll definitely feel the need to have that person close to me again. Right? So if then I feel like, oh, I'm being neglected, and then let's say, then try to build a conversation about the neglection, and then realize that no, nothing is changing, or the person is not even willing to change, what am I gonna do?
Leave.
Oh,
Pack your bags and go. I think that's one of the problems, right? Sometimes I don't know what it is, but you feel like this is not enough and yet you're staying, you know, for both sides, for the person who gets cheated and the person who cheats. Like, you know that it's not working out, but then you stay, and it just ends up being pain and tears. But sometimes people cheat because of fear of commitment. They want to self sabotage what they have, even if it's so good and they're so happy, they're just afraid of being committed and they just decide to cheat. To be honest, I think I've said this. Like, to me, cheating just sounds like a lack of communicating where you are. So it's either you don't want to be in or you want to be out. Or sometimes it can just be like selfishness, right? Like, you want to have it all. In that case, I would suggest looking into other relationship types. There's polygamy where you can like date three people at the same time and everyone knows. Like, there are different types of cheating, right? Sometimes some people think flirting is cheating, some people don't. Some people think like physical cheating is the only type of cheating. But then as long as you have those boundaries that you're setting in your relationship and someone breaks them, then that means you're like on the wrong grounds and you need to repent, as they say.
yeah, you need to turn back and fix it, because I feel like if you cannot commit to that relationship, it's better for you not to stay, because you can't commit. Better off, life is full of situations that demands your commitment, things that you have to do every single day, over and over again. They need commitment. So if you can't commit to loving someone or to be with someone, then don't stay. Why stay?
Like, what happens if, let's say, for example, you have said those vows, and you have said till death do us apart, and you realize that, oh, I suck at committing. Like, what do you do in that case? Like, I feel like you just mentioned a good point. Like, cheating can just be a lack of self discipline. Like, there's so many things you discipline yourself to. Like, you discipline yourself to show up to work every day. You discipline yourself to, I don't know, to just be a good person. But when it comes to this relationship, you sort of want to neglect it, so it can be like a lack of discipline, a lack of commitment, and just, I don't know, respect for the other person and yourself too.
Yeah, that's true. I think for one to get to a point where they decide that they want to spend the rest of their lives with someone, already it's a sign of commitment. And once you say those words before God and men, I for one believe that you have to stick to those words.
Yeah.
And pretty much with our generation and things that are happening now, the words could just mean a very big wording. 3 months down the line, people are not together. Why? Because the guy could not commit, or because the wife could not commit. They had other things that they wanted to obtain in life. And if you talk to them, they'll be like, oh, yeah, they're a good person, but, I don't think we were on the same grounds. I'm thinking, you guys been together before you got married. How then did you miss the mark when you got married? Staying in the same house? Did staying in the same house changed your priorities or your likes on the other person? Did it change you? You
It
never
gets
know.
real. It
Exactly.
gets real
But at the
after
same time,
marriage.
when it gets real, I feel like you also need to leave space for adjustments. Because you know why? I see you from a distance. We talk over the phone. I see from a distance. We go on a date. We go and eat in a hotel. That's probably 3 4 hours of a day, or maybe let's say because of work and whatnot, probably that's, let's say, a week, maybe twice, right? I don't really see the you that's gonna sleep with the hair all over, that's gonna be doing some stuff. When we get married in the same house, I still should know that I have room to adjust and to know certain things that you do. That should not give me a reason to cheat, because even if I cheat, I'm still gonna go back to the same circle. The same circle where I'm gonna meet someone whom I don't know what they do, right? And when I'm with them, I'm gonna realize, oh, I don't like the way they brush their teeth. It's too loud. And then I decide, oh, so I should cheat and get somebody who brush their teeth not loud. So again, it will be over and over. So for me, cheating is literally, but just a lack of commitment.
Yeah. I was gonna say that I know the ladies would disagree, but research that's been done says that men and women cheat equally. I know that it feels like men cheat more, probably because women talk about it more, and society is generally just like push that narrative because men don't like talking about how they're being cheated on because apparently makes them feel less like a man. Cough. But what happens if is cheating the end of the relationship? Like, do you believe that's once a cheater always a cheater, or is there redemption?
Tried and tested and experiencing from people that I know and people that I've seen, including I think when someone cheats, like when the cheating happens, you realize that if the other person loves the person, or when the other person really loves the person who cheated so much, they are so much willing to give it a try. I don't really think that once a cheater was a cheater, they could have cheated, and they could have truly stopped doing it.
You
People
think
are
someone can
totally
come back
different.
from it? Yeah, I
Yeah, they
think
can
it
come back from it.
depends with the
I totally
person.
think and feel like that.
Yeah, I agree. It depends with the person and just. But like before, if you're not yet married, it's kind of like, I think you have to really consider that because they say that if someone shows you who they are, then believe it. So if he's showing you to be a cheater, who do you think? What do you think is gonna change, like in the future? Like, is he showing change through the words, or is he really showing change? Change, gotta consider
Yes.
that. Very important.
I have a question for you. What's your take on emotional cheating?
Emotional cheating is when you cheat emotionally. Joking. Emotional cheating, to me, it sounds like when you get into a relationship, you commit yourself to someone and you tell them that, like everything about your life is sort of now they're part of it. So to me, emotional cheating is when you decide to give someone else that part of your life that should be belonging to the person you're in a relationship with. So it's like you're giving the attention, or maybe you're just receiving from the other person, giving to the other person, and neglecting the person you're actually in a relationship with. So, yeah, to me, that sounds like emotional cheating. Just putting someone else above your partner.
Oh, yeah. I totally agree with the definition. Yes. It's someone who isn't your primary partner, who isn't the primary person who's supposed to be receiving the attention, the time, the emotions and everything. But then you decide to go to someone else. So it's actually a real thing. And I find it hard to I don't know, maybe that's just me. I find it hard to see a guy who be like, oh no, I feel like my female friend understands me better than my girl. When I'm talking about my life, she listens more. And I'm like, huh? How do you handle that, man? Where is the boundary between your life and what you can discuss with your life partner to somebody else who's just a friend whom you have the possibility to even date and marry as well?
Yeah, so like emotional cheating apparently says it's communicating deeply on an intimate personal level. And then crossing boundaries and lines that your partner will be uncomfortable with. So, yeah, people say it's different from a platonic friendship because there's usually some you feel something even though you're trying to like neglect it. So that's sort of what emotional cheating is. But yeah, I think you have to be really careful because your partner should be the one you talk to and the one who you feel like understands you more. And the second you feel like they don't understand you more, then you want to stray away, and you might still be in that relationship but not really in it. And yeah, and like once you stray, and then the other person's also feeling neglected, and then now you want to do revenge cheating because that's a thing. And once you start doing revenge cheating, you might as well cut things off because at this point it's just toxic and it's not good.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But as for me, this whole platonic relationships, what, I don't believe in all those, man.
Tell us why. What is a platonic? What does it mean to you?
Make sure if you're a lady, make sure that your man is that person that you really, confine in. Same applies to the guy. Let it be that your woman is the one that you pretty much confine in. And yeah, that's how it should be. Like, why bring in a third, fourth, fifth person who's a good listener? Oh, she listens well. She's a good. Oh man, there's no such a thing as she listens well. Tell your person, oh, when I'm talking to you, I prefer you not to be on your phone because I know it's disrupting. So let's just have a pure conversation. Take walks without phones. Just agree on meeting. Leave the phones in the car. Take a walk. Just talk. See nature. Go hiking. Where nobody will be affected by some stuff. Just the two of you get to talk about things to avoid these whole emotional cheating with other people.
Agreed, agreed. So, oh, this has been intense and fun. I tried to make sure that we had like everyone represented, whether you've cheated, whether you've been a cheater. I don't want you to feel like we're here to attack you. We're here for you. We get you, and we want you to feel seen and loved, and also to grow. To grow from being cheated on, grow from being a cheater, be better for yourself too.
Yeah, yeah. Just a quick one. You asked me about a platonic relationship, right?
I did. I said, what does that mean to you?
Platonic relationship is one which people share a close bond but do not have a sexual relationship. Man, imagine your wife having some close bond with some dude. There's no such a. That's why I said I don't believe in these things, man. Maybe that I'm your best friend and you my best friend, and it should stay like that. And yes, you're right. We are not here to attack nobody. I know people have different views. I mean, on these topics, they were cheated on. They cheated. They've got reasons. Oh, I had to cheat because I wanted out. Oh, I had to be cheated. Oh, he cheated on me because he told me that I was too busy for the relationship. Those are things that are real, happening to people, affecting people in an everyday life. Panache, what are your last words to the listeners?
My last words are that we love you. Thank you for listening. Please Send us your feedback. We want to hear back from you. Hit that subscribe button on the YouTube and put your post notifications on. And also, if you use Spotify, leave a comment, leave a rating, and Google Podcasts and all of that. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Until the next episode.
Yes, thank you. Until next episode. And remember to follow us also on Instagram. We there. You can go check We Brew You Pour, and we will be uploading some inspirational videos, sometimes separate and apart from our very own weekly episodes. We love you, and we are out.
Bye.
Yes, I was waiting for that.